WHSV News 3 at 5 continues now at 5:30. And this is your weather now.
Mild conditions continue throughout the valley, but we do have some dry air moving in. This is a product of high pressure. So with this dry air starting to move in, we're actually going to fall pretty quickly in temperatures as we go through the next couple of hours. Now, temperatures already into the upper 50s, and some parts of the higher elevations are seeing temps in the 40s right now from dropping from pretty warm temperatures this afternoon. Wind still a bit on the breezy side, about 7-8 miles an hour right now. That's down from 10 earlier. They're going to continue to fall as we go throughout the evening hours and shift a little bit more to the west, and that's going to hold throughout tomorrow ahead of that cold front. Behind that cold front, we'll bring in some more northerly influence. So very clear skies for tonight. You're going to need that jacket if you do have plans to go out downtown or anything, because it will be a bit chilly, especially as we go into the 40s by about 9 o'clock, down to 44 by 11 o'clock this evening. But we do have a big cool down actually on the way by the end of the weekend. We'll have those details coming up in a few more minutes.
Thank you so much, Aubrey. Does your car need a new battery? Well, many people usually need new batteries when it comes to the winter time, but they can awfully be expensive.
One local business is selling green batteries that are eco-friendly and they won't hurt your wallet. WHSV's Lisa Pappas is live in Harrisonburg to tell us how they work and why you may want your next car battery to be green. Lisa?
Bob and Allison, now this is your typical car battery, and today it was really nice outside, but usually in the winter months the weather is cold and that weather can kill your car battery. So if you want to save money and you need a new one, you might want to consider getting a green one. Recycle Management in Harrisonburg is the only store in the area to sell green batteries. The marketing director of the store says these are recycled from old batteries, but they last just the same as new ones. The batteries are good for the environment since they're reconditioned from older materials. That way you're saving the energy that's needed to make a new battery. Plus, he says they go for about a third of the price of getting a new one.
Instead of having to do a remanufacture, it's essentially you're just adding some chemicals to the battery and putting it through an intense charging process to bring it back up to standard so that it can be used again.
Now, Recycle Management is a store that usually just collects your scrap metals and you get money for it. But now Bear says the green batteries are the first product that they're actually selling in the store. Allison?
And Lisa, about how much does a green battery run?
Well, for a car, the green batteries are usually around $30, and for a truck, it's usually around $40. But if you get a brand new one, they usually run to $100. So you're really saving money if you get one.
You really are. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Turning to state news, what is 27 years of your life worth to you? Well, would you say $800,000? One Virginia lawmaker is proposing that the state pay that amount to a man who was wrongfully imprisoned for almost 3 decades.
I don't think that's fair. For 27 years for somebody to do, and you're going to take me away from my life and my family.
That was one of his first thoughts when Thomas Hainsworth heard details about proposed Senate Bill 41, a claims bill that would pay him close to $800,000 for being wrongfully imprisoned for 27 years, labeled a rapist when he wasn't. DNA cleared him, and the Virginia Court of Appeals fully exonerated him, wiping Hainsworth's record clean. Still, those hard years he'll never forget. One senator says the $800,000 figure is just a starting point. He plans to discuss the payment with Hainsworth and possibly make changes.
U.S. Senator Mark Warner is heading to India to discuss expanding ties between the two nations. Warner's office tells us he will lead a 5-member congressional delegation. The lawmakers plan to visit 5 different places in India starting this Saturday, tomorrow through January 14th. They will meet with governments and business leaders over there to discuss expanding business, trade, defense, and cultural relationships. Warner says India and the U.S. are longtime friends, and he believes it's time for the two nations to form a full partnership. Virginia exported about $300 million worth of goods to India just last year. Aubrey?
The mild temperatures won't be lasting through the entire weekend. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
Many women have the misconception that strength training will add big, bulky mass.
Just ahead, ladies, is weightlifting part of your workout routine? Find out why it should be and how to get started next.
But first, good news. Express Scripts customers may soon be able to head back to your nearest Walgreens. Plus, there's stellar news on the jobs front, but that's why the stock market's not reacting. For that, let's go straight to Bloomberg's Deborah Kostrin.
After a strong jobs report, you might expect all green arrows on Wall Street, but that's why the market is so unpredictable. The Labor Department says the good news is we're now at an 8.5% unemployment rate, and that is the best level in nearly 3 years. Now, there's concerns that the numbers may be inflated because of delivery companies like FedEx and UPS, which added about 42,000 jobs in December, and economists expect that those gains will turn into losses next month. Meantime, Express Scripts customers, hear me out. Walgreens says it is willing to resume selling prescriptions to Express Scripts customers. Now, the news comes after their contract ended on December 31st, forcing millions to switch pharmacies. But you'll have to wait, though. Both haven't exactly come to terms just yet. And do you love those Girl Scout cookies? Well, say hello to Savannah Smiles. The Girl Scouts offering up a new lemony cookie this year in honor of their 100th anniversary. I'm Deborah Costrin with the Bloomberg After the Bell report.
Hey, I'm really glad we took this last-minute trip.
Me too. You booked our room, right?
Not yet. Thanks for reminding me.
Wait, what?
Fret not, milady. I have the Hotels.com app, so we can get a great deal even at the last minute.
Well played, sir.
Download the free Hotels.com app and get exclusive mobile deals. Hotels.com. Be smart, book smart.
Home Thursdays with Holly Herman, brought to you by the sponsors of MomsEveryday.com.
Everyone is talking about being green, and with winter coming, energy savings is the topic of conversation for Mom. Here with us today is Don Keggy from Blue Ridge Doors, talking about how garage doors can help you save money this winter. Don, thanks for being with us today. If we have a garage that is attached to our house and it is not heated, we could be losing some energy efficiency and heating efficiency, right?
Yes, if you have a non-insulated door, it's going to go right out the door. And the simple fix for that is to take and have an insulated door. In fact, we had a customer who did that exact thing and said that his garage on average stayed 10 degrees warmer and just by changing the door.
And there are some ratings on the doors as you go to make your purchase that talk about insulation. Let's talk a little bit about that.
There are two types of insulation that they use in garage doors. One is a polystyrene, which can be up to 10.5. And then you have a polyurethane, which can go up to 18.5 R value.
And new garage doors with the different R ratings, there is a little bit of difference in cost, but it is actually worth it to get a better insulated door at times.
Yeah, it really is, because you can take and get a insulated door with one of the lower R values for as little as $100 extra, so it's not a significant addition in cost.
It pays off on your heating and cooling bills, moms. And if you want more information, you can go to the home section of momseveryday.com, look at the Blue Ridge Doors tab, and learn all that you need to know about garage doors. Thanks for being with us today.
Moms Every Day with Holly Herman, weekdays at 12:28 and 5:28 p.m. is brought to you by sponsors of momseveryday.com.
APR Association.